and welcome to No One Lives Forever, or The Operative No One Lives Forever. I don't really know how you're supposed to say that title. I really just hear people call it No One Lives Forever, so that's what I will do. One of my biggest pet peeves is titles with a colon in them. I'm looking straight at you, Kingdom Come Deliverance and Plague Tale Innocence. Get rid of the colon, choose one or the other. Either call it The Operative or No One Lives Forever, I won't rant. Welcome to the game. This, for once, is not a game I found in a magazine or a comment or something like that. The reason I'm playing this game is because the company that made it just died. It was just killed. It's unusual for this channel to feature a game from a studio that hasn't been defunct for 25 years. The body is still warm. You could go and see its corpse right now if you wanted to. It's still propped up in the hedge where they left it. I know almost nothing about this, by the way. It's the sort of game I saw the cover of lots when I was a kid, or if you see one of those clickbait lists of like, best games of the 2000s, 90s kids will remember this one. Looks like some sort of sexy spy romp. I hope it's not like Austin Powers. Let's take a look. I'm gonna go with normal difficulty. I'm not a hardcore gamer. I'm gonna go with the game's intended difficulty. What the devs intended. An unknown assassin is killing off Unity's elite operatives. In spite of the danger, Cate Archer and Bruno Lorry still have a job to do. Could this be Cate's first shot at a mission fraught with peril and intrigue? Or is it just another routine assignment?
A crisis has arisen. Unity's undercover operatives are being killed off by an unknown assailant. It seems likely that there's a traitor within the agency.
I was fairly
Report
on the
to
money
war
with
room
my
for
voice.
A full briefing on the situation and a tactical overview of your upcoming mission. Do not be late. Following the briefing, stop by the training facility to hone your skills.
Are spies really this posh in Britain? I don't know anything about spies. I know they exist, they're real. You can see the MI5 and MI6 offices, right? Please don't make me censor anything, it's just more work.
Hello. Bruno, how's France? Did you collect any new bullet holes? I know how you love to be shot at. I'm teasing. I'm glad you're not damaged. Did you at least encounter an exotic temptress or two? Really? What was her name? I'm not very happy, you know. It's not like
I never promised it would be as exhilarating as your former trade. Only that it would keep you out...
More wine.
I'm assuming this has something to do with running it on modern screens.
The committee is old-fashioned. They need time.
I know all that. But at this rate, I'll be a
I
bloody
love
grandmother
this
before-
already.
You always go back to burglary and pickpocketing if you can't.
Damn it, that's not what I'm
We'll
saying.
get the gist.
I just want to be challenged. I'm sick of wiretaps. I'm sick of eavesdropping on boring strangers who may or may not pose some trivial threat to international security.
It's never fun paying one's dues, but we all have to endure a bit of frustration and tedium.
I think I've paid my bloody due.
Is that what you think? God knows I loathe sermons, but I'll tell you right now that you'll never stop paying your dues. Not ever.
You make it sound like I'm some spoiled child. I'm not asking to be coddled.
You're right. I know it's been hard for you, but I'm confident you'll get your chance.
They've done an outstanding job so far.
You see? What did I tell you?
Probably just one of the committee members needing a babysitter.
Ye of little faith.
Why don't we go together?
I've an errand to attend to first.
Honestly, I think that's even better than they intended. I'm keeping that. I'm not fixing it. It's taken long enough to get this running as it is. This is not an easy game to get running because of the circumstances of its existence. I'll go into that later, I'm sure. Welcome to No One Lives Forever. That was quite a lot of cutscenes.
Miss Archer. They're expecting you.
Oh, that is not good. That is not a good voice acting performance. I've been playing a lot of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 recently, and that puts the Scottish accents to shame in that at least. Oh my god, I'm very bouncy. This looks immediately like I'm playing Half-Life 1, which I appreciate because I love Half-Life 1. But it has that same Deus Ex-y, Half-Life 1-y blockiness to the textures and the polygons, which I quite like. This is what I find nostalgic, because I played a lot of this era of games when I was a kid. This is my age now. I'm not playing something from the early 90s from before I was born. This is my time. The Operative, No One Lives Forever. I'll just be calling it n.o.l.f from now on, because that name is too long. Outlaw colons in titles. Is a first-person shooter with hints of ImSim. I hate that name. Developed by Monolith Productions in 2000 and published by Fox Interactive. I genuinely didn't even know Fox published video games. It was initially released for PC and later got an expanded Game of the Year edition, which is what I'm playing here, that was ported to the PlayStation 2 and the Mac. I'm sure upwards of 7 people played that version. It would probably behoove me to learn the controls. Like, what's the interact button? It's not right click, that makes me walk forward. Okay, we might need a manual, because that's bizarre. I feel like by 2000 they had mostly worked out that that wasn't a great idea. It all actually seems fairly standard. E for interact, space to jump, but that's fine. We'll ignore this.
Wrong way, Miss Archer.
Leave me alone. I'm not new here, that's the whole point. I will say, first thing that I'm noticing is that the mouse movement is not particularly smooth. I've turned on hardware mouse and upped the smoothness rating in the options, and it's still, you can see, moving kind of pixel by pixel. It's very jaggy, I guess is the word I'd use. It's old. Also, you may have noticed, this is a game from the past that is running in widescreen with HD resolutions and stuff. This is a fan-made patch. It's like a widescreen modernization patch. It's supposed to be plug and play. It was not for me. It took a little bit of troubleshooting. I'm actually using the older version of it and setting it to compatibility mode. If anything breaks, this is the best we get. Honestly, be happy that it works at all. I considered playing the PS2 version, but it doesn't have the greatest reception for whatever reason. Where do I go for briefing?
Agent
This
Archer,
looks like briefing.
How thoughtful of you to join us. I hope we aren't inconveniencing you.
Ooh! I'm sorry if I kept you waiting or not at all, Mr. Smith, but it's charming of you to mention it. I can't really do her voice. It's too posh and a little bit higher pitch than I can speak. We'll be sassy. Look at that face. That's a sassy 60s girl boss right there.
Not at all, Mr. Smith, but it's charming.
It is not my ambition to be...
Well, that's fortunate.
I would advise you to watch your... Well, if it isn't the
I'll watch my
inimitable
whatever.
Sorry I'm late, Smithy. You're looking...
Spare me the disingenuous flattery, old boy.
I was being sincere. It was the one polite...
You're still upset with me, aren't you? I assure you, I have nothing against you personally. You've served us well for many years, but perhaps too many. I firmly believe it is in unity.
I'm not upset with you, Smithy. I just don't like you. I do understand your concern, but just because you're too old for the field doesn't mean that
I retired voluntarily.
Of course you did.
Perhaps we should dispense with the pleasantries and get down.
Fine.
Lights, please. We lost another agent this afternoon, bringing the total to 7 operatives in 10 days. It is our firm belief that someone is systematically eliminating our It seems we have a traitor in them.
Do you suspect anyone?
We suspect everyone.
7 operatives. That's about half the act. Why weren't we informed sooner?
You're being informed now. This situation has...
The assassin left a lily, a regal finale, to be precise, on or near the corpse of each...
Volkov.
Who?
Dmitri Volkov. The regal finale.
The name's familiar. What do we know about...
He's a right bastard.
Anything more specific?
Just what's in his file. Born in Kamchatka.
I'd love to be able to play the game at some point.
Distinguished himself as an academic prodigy and
Games
master
have always
chess
been
player
like
by
this,
the age
haven't
of
they?
8, by which time he'd also earned notoriety for refining various torture techniques on neighbors' pets. It seems he joined the NKVD in 1937 and served as some sort of disciplinarian in a...
Ah, yes. I remember this fellow. We've had...
Sometime after the war, he emerged again, this time in the employ of Smersh. He's personally credited with well over
Not
1,000
Smersh.
executions, spies and Soviet dissidents for the most part. In 1961,
You flatter me, but I shouldn't have...
he escaped by throwing himself off a 70-foot cliff into an icy river. It was presumed that he survived, as no body was ever recovered. In fact, rumor has it, he's currently working.
What do we know about harm?
Unfortunately, there's very little about them in our...
Well, despite the obvious risks, we still have a job to do. In this...
Wet work.
Precisely. And after this recent catastrophe...
I think that means killing.
To be perfectly frank, Agent Archer, you're only getting this assignment because we've no other choice. Matters of such delicacy aren't really the sort of thing we would usually entrust to a woman.
I love this. You shouldn't be ashamed. Administration is a perfectly noble career.
Administration?
I don't think I like your tone.
I believe what Agent Archer means to say, Smithy, is that she appreciates the chance, however fortuitous, to demonstrate her abilities as an operative. And...
Aye.
That's not what it sounded like.
Enough of this. Time is of the essence. Stop by the toy shop before you go. They've some new gizmos you might find.
Where are we going?
Morocco.
Something to fit in your purse or whatever.
Agent Archer, what does harm?
I haven't figured that out yet.
See if you can't find out. And be careful.
I'll have skipped all this for you because it's not part of the video, but off screen I just spent another 20 minutes trying to get the newer version of the patch to work, to no avail. So we are sticking with those cut voice lines. I thought, this might be annoying for the viewers. Maybe I'll try and do something nice and troubleshoot again. I have aged 4 years in that time and no longer consider it a priority. Now nothing works. Why does nothing work now? What the hug? Come on! I'm aware, by the way, that I have a tendency to whip my mouse back and forth. My partner suffers from motion sickness and says it is a nightmare to play video games with me. So I'll try and keep that to a minimum. I'll try and go smooth. I've already turned down my mouse sensitivity to lower than I'm comfortable with. World Domination Prevention Map. It's just some major city. I know there's people in Moscow and in... That's not the capital of Australia. Where's that? That's like the north of the country where nothing lives except crocodiles. I was told to go to some sort of toy room. Go collect my bad dragons.
Access prohibited. You do not have clearance for this.
I work here. Oh, I love those reel-to-reel tape computers. I've never seen one in real life because I'm not 100. I'm sure they're still being used in places. You know, like how the air traffic control system of a lot of countries still works off Windows 3.1. Sometimes things just work and you don't want to change them because changing them sounds annoying and complicated. Tasty Cola, Orange Fizz, and Fizzy Soda. Which one of these would I want? Assuming this is just soda water, I'd probably get one of these. Second choice would be an Orange Fizz. Third choice would be a Tasty Cola. I don't like cola. I don't like Coke. And I've only recently tried a Pepsi. Because of Pepsi Man. It worked. The advertising worked.
You're doing pretty good. Have a Pepsi.
If this was maybe a delicious Club Orange, and if this was just some Schweppes, then sure. Could I just have some water, some green tea, please? Hello, sirs.
We strongly advise that you go through the training course before embarking on your first mission. There are many... If you prefer to skip training, just head to...
Right. Now, I've been burned by this in previous games. I'm thinking of that heavy metal game and that tedious training session. Oh, I feel like I've aged 1,000 years.
See you later.
Bye.
Stop talking to me like that. You're so weird. This was the style at the time in the early 2000s. They had an inbuilt tutorial that just kind of guided you in-universe through the mechanics rather than a manual. And sometimes they're alright, sometimes they're horrendous. I might go through it and fast-forward it to you. You'll probably hear some irritating music once it starts and it'll zoom by in a few seconds. I'll suffer through it. Basic field tactics, gadget lab. Oh, I'm already miserable. Let's do it. I buy myself a tasty fizz. Whoa.
All ready to go, eh? Well, have a safe mission.
Oh, that took a little bit. I'm assuming that's heavily truncated for you, because I literally didn't open my mouth once. There's no way I spent 44 minutes in there. I guess maybe since the game has started. Yeah, actually, it's probably been 44 minutes since I started the game. Oh dear.
Intelligence has discovered that the American ambassador to West Germany, Maurice Monroe, is marked for execution by an organization calling itself HARM, or HARM. The assassination attempt is expected to come on the last day of Monroe's upcoming holiday in Morocco as he is leaving his hotel. There will likely be multiple assailants. It is imperative that Monroe survive the attack. Be warned, though, that the ambassador is extremely nearsighted and almost deaf, so you won't be able to rely on him to realize that he is in danger. Your job is to pick off the assassins before they liquidate Monroe.
Oh, this sounds very stressful. I don't think I'd be able to be a spy. This game was a nightmare to run! I wanted the PC version because it seems to be the definitive choice. The PS2 port wasn't that well received. The game is abandonware, despite the developer being recently alive, so you have to rely on fan patches and that noblest group of people, Internet Archivers. There's a fan site that offers complete installers for n.o.l.f, n.o.l.f 2, and a spin-off called Contact Jack. The installers seem to work perfectly for most people, but just like every time I have to wrangle an old PC game to work on a modern system, the process made me want to myself with a less than most though, so still give it a shot. I also found a version from one of my favourite bespoke abandonware sites after I recorded this video, so I'll link to that as well. It seems like the same thing and also didn't work for me. This game is cursed. Alright, I'll use the default equipment. Whatever you feel, game. It's like going into a restaurant and asking what they recommend.
So, are you enjoying yourself yet?
Immensely.
Sure you're not bored?
I've waited nearly 4 years for this chance. I think I can...
Good girl. You're growing up.
What do you make of all that talk of a trade?
It wouldn't be the first time we've had leaky plumbing. Still,
It's happened before.
once. A few years ago, we lost several undercover operatives in Istanbul. It turned out they'd been compromised by the chief's very own...
50 quid?
Astonishing, isn't it? Trading men's lives for such a pittance. But spies are rarely well compensated for their treason.
Well, I hope when they catch the bastard, they put a bullet right between his eyes. And maybe...
You sound ready to volunteer.
I'm dangerous when I'm upset.
That's why you're always in trouble. All right. Monroe's headed for the cafe. Watch for him on the second...
What about the targets?
Not sure yet.
Pardon me, do you have the time?
No, sir, I do not have
Oh
a dime.
god, they're
and I don't have much-
Americans.
Not a dime.
No!
Don't get snippy with me or I'll have you...
Are you deaf?
How dare you threaten...
Oh, never mind.
Coward!
Would you like me to call out the targets for...
Yes, please. That would be wonderful. I don't trust myself. Although, with the way the voice acting is working in this game, I don't know if you'll even manage to get through a word. Alright. So it's like having a spotter. You?
To your left, on the far balcony.
How do...
To your
How do I
left, on
zoom?
the far balcony.
How do I zoom?
On your left. Coming out the door on the far...
know that. But Canada's...
How do I zoom? Hang on. Options menu, how do I zoom? I don't know. It's not function, it's not F. Oh no, they never told me how to zoom, I'm sure. Flashlight is L. Who decided that was the thing? Crosshair toggle. That's not going to help. Zoom in is Z or mouse wheel up. Absolutely fine.
Let's walk down to the Medina and seize the...
On your left. Coming out the door on the far balcony.
There we go. Now it's all coming up Millhouse.
Straight ahead to the right of the town.
I see. We're killing hundreds of men.
Coming out the door on the far balcony.
Okay, this is easy with a spotter. I love it. This is why rally drivers have these people. That was more of a shoulder shot. I think I just winged him. He might be up in a
On your
second.
left. Coming out the door on the far balcony.
That was better. That was a shot through the neck.
On your left. Coming out the door on the nearest balcony.
Oh, that guy. I feel almost competent, which is very rare in a video game. My last video will prove that. If there's something I can almost do, it's aim in a first-person game. Man, you should have... Does he not care? I guess he's nearly blind. But none of these people care. Am I meant to move now? Probably. Hang on. Hang on. Zoom out. Oh god, this is bad.
I've got a job to do.
On your right. Street level.
Oh, this guy. I thought I needed to, like,
Coming out
move...
the front door of the hotel.
Oh, he's still just there! He's taking a walk! I thought we'd need to follow him. Oh, it's tempting. With that voice, it's tempting.
On your left. Street level.
There. Woo! That was further than I
From
should
down
have
the
gone.
street on your left.
Derelict!
From down the street on your left.
They're sending everyone in Morocco against this man. What did he do?
On your right. Street level.
I wasn't paying attention.
Get to apartment 12. and
There
wait
we
for my
go.
signal.
Apartment
Oh,
12.
and make-
What's this? Sightseeing golf, an appointment at Madame Sasher's. Alright, cool. Reload. Apartment 12, apartment 12, apartment 12. But, hello. Oh, yeah, sorry. Forgot about that. No, how do I holster them? 20, 20A, 21. No, where's 12? Agent Archer, Glasgow, Scotland, name Cate Archer. We're Scottish? We've really temped down that accent on ourselves, haven't we? Are we one of those people who's ashamed to be Scottish? Did it get bullied out of us at Eton? Is that on the ground floor? Yeah, there we go. Apartment 12. Oh, this looks grim.
I'm in position.
Good. He's almost there.
Oh, we're low down as well. I'm just a slight little woman.
There he comes. Get heading toward you. Watch for him to pass in front of...
There we go. Might even need the carbine here. I don't know how this is gonna go.
You just lost yourself a...
This guy is too much.
Second story window, near right.
Oh, it's like a shooting gallery.
Are you,
On your left,
pesky little...
coming around the building.
Got him.
I'd better
Second story
find it
window.
quick
Yep, got him.
before the
It's fine.
thieves swoop in.
Reloading.
Second story window.
Oh
near
god, reloading! I feel like zooming in
Second
would
story window, far right.
zooming in would be a detriment at this point.
Second story window,
Yeah.
far right. Watch for him to pass in front of...
Yep, got him. Sorry, I'm getting into this. I'm all tactical.
Excellent shot.
Oh god, we did so well!
I was standing...
A little humility might suit you.
I'm teasing.
Damn, they must have spotted you. There's a group of...
How many?
looks like 6 of them. Can you handle it?
Of course I
I've
can.
killed
I'll meet
100
with the
men.
tip-
Of course I can handle 6 guys.
First, I'm going to take care of some evil...
Alright. Problem. Oh god! Okay, never mind. They were more on the case than I thought they would be. I really wish there was a lean. I'm missing that from Deus Ex. Okay, that's 3. That's not all of them. Kill anyone wearing fez. Like a true colonial. Open up. I'm English, don't you know? No, actually, I'm Scottish.
There. Who is here? I do not
There
like
we
to
go.
get shot.
Lovely. Gonna sneak over there and shoot your fez off. Wonderful. And then you. God, I'm good at games. Who knew that was gonna happen? There's no run button, by the way. This is going Half-Life mode, where there's slow down to a normal, reasonable pace, and then default is hyperactive child hopped up on sugar. I'm aware that's not a real thing. Sugar highs aren't real.
We don't want to
You don't have to
spoil
comment.
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir. I mean, yes to the first part then.
Shut up.
Oh,
Just
Britain.
do as I say.
You look like you need a...
That's quite a nice dress. I kind of wish these would come back.
Very fine monkey for you.
Hello,
Only-
friend.
Sorry, I don't want...
Are we meant to... Oh god, I thought we could talk! More fool me, I guess.
Forget about living, my friend.
Shoot him in the legs. Okay, I'm worse with this gun, I've decided. Monolith is dead. As well as this game, you might remember them as the developers of Condemned, Criminal Origins, Shadow of Mordor, and Fear, F-E-A-R? I've never actually heard it said out loud. They started out as a publisher in the 90s, started making games shortly afterwards, and were brought out by Warner Brothers in 2004, which led to them creating more licensed titles for things like The Matrix and The Lord of the Rings. On the 25th of February 2025, Warner Brothers confirmed they were shutting Monolith down, cancelling a Wonder Woman game that was reportedly in development hell, and let's be honest, was probably going to be very bad. They allegedly did this through a mass email in which they said they needed to regain our credibility and swagger at producing great games. The product market fit and quality of too many of our new releases has really missed the mark, which seems scummy and corporate enough to be true. Ooh. Am I wearing body armor? I'm assuming that's the blue. I almost said, is that the mana bear? Die, for Christ's sake. Oh my god, I'm somehow not shooting through the bears! This might be bad. I might be able to shoot this off. There we go. That's gonna make things a bit easier. There we go, dead. That guy might be dead. I think I got him in the head. Alright, I'll assume we're fine. What are you? Remember that you can shoot keyed padlocks if you don't happen to have your lockpick handy. Yes, I'm good. Way ahead of— oh god, I almost shot you. I'm so sorry. Oh, hello. Who are you? What do you do? Do you want some grapes? I don't usually find monkeys cute. I normally find monkeys a little bit uncanny valley. They fill me with some sort of primal fear. Because, you know, it's just a wrinkled little man in a furry bodysuit. But this is very sweet. Look at his little tail. Hello. Who are you? Is that you or a goat? Can't go in there. Let's go. You take his fez, because that would look very cute on you. Go make friends with this man and recover together. Oh, I've still got my carbine. Oh, and a revolver. I don't know about the revolver. Let's try it out.
Who's that?
Who is that? I should probably be being stealthy. I love going stealth mode in games. Now, I find that doesn't make the most engaging video. Oh god! But it is how I generally play. Christ. Okay, they're nearly getting through to my soft, fleshy bits, so I should probably play a little bit more carefully. Let's go silenced again. Don't knock on the doors. Hi. Probably shouldn't shoot you. I love your boots. That's what I was saying. I kind of wish this style would come back a bit. I'm not here to kill you. Grow up. Sorry, I'd probably react the same if somebody shot a gun around me. I've very, very rarely been around guns. I've only been to America the once.
Hello?
Hi. Oh god, I nearly shot that woman. Oh, I'm so hurt. That was really effective of you. Bang. I don't think health kits are in this game. It warned me in a loading screen at some point. You can't heal, so you're relying on your body armour. I've posted photographs of Agents Laurie and Archer on the bulletin board. Study them carefully. If you fail to recognise the subjects, I'll assume something's wrong with your eyes and remove them for you. Davey. I don't know if his name is Davey. He's probably Russian, but I can't really do a Russian accent. Now, you could argue I can't do any accent. Even my own. I've been told that my Cork accent is quite bad. How's it going, kid? How you doing, bye? How's tricks? You're not evil then, are you?
Where are you?
Ooh. What? Did you say that? Or I appreciate the sort of cross between The Shining and old woman's living room that this carpet gives off. Oh my. Hello. You spooked me. Morocco is wonderful, and so is Clark. It's a second honeymoon for us both. Our marriage has never been better, right, son? From Martha. Don't say that name. Are you Martha? Or are you a maid hired by the thing? This could either be like some sort of fun role play, keeping your marriage going, or you're actually working here. I don't know if this outfit was ever really used in real life, or if it's always just been a sex thing. Either way, you are pulling it off. Well done. Looped around. Oh. Where do I go then? Hang on. Upstairs, maybe? Oh, some body armor. That's so useful. Why was it right here in this flat? I guess maybe Morocco was very dangerous at the time. Who knows? Oh, we're up here. Oh, Miyazaki, you've done it again. I mean, these look like fine hotel rooms. They're not anything particularly special. Most of them don't even seem to have windows. If I'm staying in a hotel, I don't mind it being the cheapest thing in the world. The one thing, this doesn't have an ensuite. I kind of require a hotel room to at least have a shower and toilet set up. Even if they're right there built against the wall, I don't mind. As long as I don't have to do a shared one. Because I've been in hostels before, and I find them annoying. This layout is slightly complicated, and I know I'm going to get lost. I'm already lost. I've already looped back around when I didn't mean to. Oh... Keep the doors open where I've been. That will help.
Who's there?
Oh, me? Why would I answer me?
Who's there?
Shh. Ooh! I pressed left control by mistake, and apparently that's another fire button. What an insane scheme. I guess this was the hangover between old-timey borked controls and modern sleek FPS controls. Because there's a little bit of stuff to get used to here, but it is mostly modern and sleek and fine. Hello, friends. Are you okay? Yeah, you both look like civilians. I can tell this with my civilian senses. Oh, God, did you just die? Maybe you just passed out drunk, and that's fine, because I'm still not allowed to shoot you. I can't fill your belly full of bullet holes. Did you kill that man? All agents to be on lookout for Unity agent Bruno Laurie, a 58-year-old Englishman, distinguished, balding, prefers tweed, report sightings to Executive Director Volkov. That was my attempt at a Russian accent. That was nowhere close. Hello, friend. Can I talk to you? Fair enough.
Would you care for a frosty bit?
No thanks. Perhaps later.
I wouldn't mind a drink. I mean, I don't drink alcohol. In real life, I mean. So, it depends on what you have. Could I have... It looks like it's very hot in Morocco. Could I have a slushie? I haven't had a slushie in ages. I'd love a slushie right now, a blue one. Oh, God. I'm not doing well. My inclination in firefights, and this is in every game, is to stand dead still like a frightened rabbit who's just seen a car. Oh, God, there's boys. Okay, bring up my carbine, please. Where'd you go? I'm sure they were shooting from up there. Oh, no, up there. Never mind. Hang on. Bang. Don't do that again, please. The music's pretty good in this game, isn't it? So far, this game is delightful. I can see why people kind of see this as a cult classic, despite it never being re-released on anything.
Something quiet and romantic. It's for our end.
Well, in that case, perhaps as...
Who is there?
Hello, friend. Oh, you're an angry man. Never mind. I thought you might have been serious about looking for a romantic getaway. I wish I could pull off these dresses. I mean, not like... I mean, for myself. I don't mean, like, rip them off. I'm not that type of gamer, don't worry. But these boots as well? I love wearing boots. I once tried to look for some, like, hot, high boots for myself, but realised very quickly that those are rarely built for my size. I've got very large feet, as it turns out. It can be slightly difficult to find boots in my size in the traditional male boot world. If you go into female boots, it turns out they're expected to have the daintiest little foots. I'm a size 12. I don't know what that is in proper measurements. I've been co-opted by the British into using their methods. I don't know what the EU measurements really are. I should learn. Hello, friends. I could probably talk to all of you. Can all of you settle down for a second and talk to me? I hate your ascot. I want to rip that off.
This vacation is exactly what I...
Oh, you're American.
I wanted to go to France, but Clark insisted on coming.
Okay, you're American, but you have the... People have laughed at me for saying this before. You've got kind of the sexy American accent. The Minnesota Fargo kind of accent. I don't know why. It does something for me. Someone is here. It's me. Oh God, that was too many bullets. Oh, cry, I didn't... Oh, get away from me. I am so low on health. That was a horrible idea. Could I get some tasty cola or some fizz? I think that's what posh people call... champagne? Or champers? I don't know. Contains a rusty spoon, a tattered detective novel, and an eye patch. That might be a reference to something. I'm assuming this will have in-jokes to detective and spy media. I've never really consumed any, though. I've never seen a James Bond past the first one, for instance. And that's the most famous spy thing, obviously. I've never seen a Jason Bourne. I've never read a Le Carré novel. You're a man I shouldn't kill. I need to really get the drop on people at this point, because one more shot and I'm doomed. Hello. Do you know if I could find any health kits, possibly? Could you, I don't know. Oh, never mind. Thank you. That's exactly what I was after.
We're too late for the seminar. They've already... I'd rather sit by the pool anyway. I'm going up to...
Roger. Lloyd has obtained a portion of the Unity CT-180 device and a page of what appears to be an instruction manual. We'll forward both to your office. Francis Xavier. See, I can be American too. Where? That's what American, FBI agents do, right? They kick in a door and go, bang, bang, bang. Stop or I'll shoot. Oh, there's a briefcase as well. Sorry for shooting the floor. Contains piece 89G7 of the CT-180 and a tattered sheet of paper upon which is written, Leon, your wife called. Your mother-in-law will arrive for supper promptly at 7. Don't forget to pick up a bottle of wine if you'll tolerate a recommendation. That's a Maison de Runel's Zinfandel. Any vintage before 60 should suffice. 57 is especially superb. As more recent years betray a distinctly undesirable fruitiness, my own chemical analysis suggests the use of lower quality pesticides as the chief culprit. Santa. These are very contextless for me right now. Oh, there's an exit. Hello. I prefer this to the orange that Cate was wearing, but I don't really like the swirls. I prefer solid colours. Hello, friends.
Are you okay?
Oh, I feel bad now. He was checking on his friend. He actually seemed worried. Are you okay? Oh God, please, are you okay? Every possible re-release or remaster of n.o.l.f. has been set back because no one involved with the development or publishing of the game seems to know who actually owns it. Like half the games I cover, every company involved has been bought out and merged about a dozen times. Fox got bought by Vivendi, got bought by Activision, got merged into Activision Blizzard. Monolith got bought by Warner Brothers. Several companies have tried to resurrect it, and they've all given up after running into a wall of red tape and shrugging lawyers. Dan Amlish of Activision once said, "All I can definitively say is that at this time, I do not believe that Activision has the rights to No One Lives Forever." And Night Dive founder Stephen Kick told Kotaku in 2015 that, "The image I get is the end of Indiana Jones. Somewhere in the box, maybe in the bowels of Activision. Maybe it was shipped off to Iron Mountain or somewhere." Warner Brothers themselves said, "We're not looking to either publish the game ourselves at this time or to partner." So it looks like it's probably staying abandonware for the foreseeable future, despite the desire for an official release. That's just how these things work sometimes. This feels like I'm gonna get shot through a window, right? Should I just be leaving? I'm not sure. Is there extra points for killing everybody? Oh, there's a boy. God, I'm good. May as well clear out all the evils. I mean, I don't know how she's judging this. Basically, I'm shooting whatever I'm allowed to shoot. But it seems to be anyone wearing a fez is fair game, which in Morocco could mean I'm killing some innocents. Oh, there's Bruno! That's what I was meant to be doing!
Late, as usual. I was beginning to...
You always worry.
Can you blame me? You're like an errant child.
And you're like a fussy aunt.
You could at least leave my gender intact.
A fussy uncle, then.
Thank you.
I'm having fun.
I can see that. But don't get reckless. We're not...
I know, this place is crawling with...
Damn! How did they find us? We've been betrayed.
Are you sure you weren't followed?
Yes, positive.
If they know about the hotel, they'll probably be waiting.
We'll have to risk it. If we aren't
calling it now, he's gone rogue and he's the traitor.
Stay here.
Volkov!
Maybe not.
About this day for 6
Okay, I was way off.
I only regret I do not have time to make your demise more...
After him.
This is all my fault. If you hadn't been worrying about me...
Silly girl.
Don't say that.
I've always had plenty to die for.
Then live.
In your
Bruno!
The girl's in the lobby.
But why didn't you kill her, Mr.
I meant to.
She was just so pretty.
Revenge distracted me. Let that be a lesson.
Excellent advice, sir. Well...
Something about the accent, it makes me feel talked down to, and it turns out I'm into that.
First, kill everybody. Then, destroy the hotel. Let our enemies search...
But this looks like a mid-tier hotel. You can't destroy it. Disarm explosives and rescue hostages. Oh, well, that's a rough ask, but if you insist. Cate, you may sometimes come across intelligence that you cannot recover because you lack a necessary gadget. If you want to collect these items, you'll need to come back later with different equipment. Oh, is that maybe like replay the levels? I don't know how it works. I don't know if this is open world. I don't know the structure. How do I leave? Hang on. How do I get out of here? I mean, I assume just come back the way I was? Is this what phones looked like in the 60s? I've never used a landline or a phone that looked like this. I've never used a payphone. By the time I was old enough to really be making phone calls, most of the payphones... hang on, I need to concentrate. I can't ramble like usual. Eee! Jesus Christ! Fuck. Should have been paying attention, probably. Oh god, I haven't saved once. Load a saved game. Oh god, we're right at the beginning. Oh, bear with me. What the hell is she? Oh. And I'm back. Let's try this again. That took a little bit. I really don't want to die again, though. Although I've quick saved now. It's probably fine. Oh my god, there's so many again. Luckily, I have body armor and a good aim. So, suddenly it's all coming up Millhouse again. Oh, I don't want any more of these things. These bullets. Also, where are these bombs? I just heard some ticking and I just decided to ignore them. There's a bomb. Alright, disarm that. I hope I'm not timed. Oh god, why did you scream? Jesus Christ. There's nothing here. Grow up. Okay, never mind.
This is the end for you.
I understand now. I'm now wary of quick saving because I don't know if it's timed. Like if I've already gone too slow and I've ruined it. It's probably fine. Oh god, stop it. Thanks. Jesus. Chill out. Christ. Oh, it's a body armor. I love that. Thank you. I imagine spies don't actually do this. I imagine being a spy is very, very dull. Like it's mainly something like The Conversation, starring Gina-Thee Hackman. You're just kind of sitting in cars recording stuff a lot, and then occasionally you have to murder someone. I imagine if you're an American spy as well, a lot of it's going to be... Oh god, Jesus Christ. A lot of it's going to be like destabilizing people in South America. That can't be fulfilling. Unless you're Henry Kissinger. Sorry. Look, my first priority is getting out not dead. Not saving the civilians. I've saved one. Jesus Christ. My god. Okay, you're dead. Unacceptable casualties? What? Too many people died. Well, oh god, this might be a soft lock then, because I don't know about... Oh my god, he just dies instantly! Oh no! Oh no! That's not good. They might die before I even get to him. Hey, stop it! Stop it! Oh Christ! I really should have been helping people, shouldn't I? And now I regret my quick save. I'm not going through this again. Oh my god! Oh god, no! I'm calm. I'm relaxed. I'll be back when I've managed this. Oh my god, that took about 11 tries. You have no idea how annoyed that was. Quick save. Oh, there better not be more. Where'd bartender go? Did he just leave you here? Stop! Stop! Stop shooting him! Stop shooting him! Stop it! Run, man! Run! Run!
Hello?
Oh, Christ! I'm not having a good day. Gonna switch to the revolver. Not that that's really gonna make much of a difference, I feel.
Hello?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop killing him! Stop killing him! No more killing him!
Who is there?
Me! No? Did that work? Oh, thank God! Wait, did I only disarmed one bomb.
You can't hide from me, Volkov. I'll find you.
Kill her, you incompetent fool.
Oh no.
Hey, where you are?
At least we're out. And that might have been an autosave as well. Maybe it's all coming up Millhouse again. Maybe the stress is over. And some body armor. You're actually being too nice to me now. I regret to inform you that the rodent infestation remains severe at facility number 4529 on the Moroccan coast. Animals entering via abandoned well. Please dispatch fumigation team immediately. Morale is at an all-time low. Does that mean we can maybe escape through a well? Hello, friends. Anybody still getting... Oh, God. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna load up my favorite boy. There we go. This is my favorite boy. Oh, it's not great for close quarter stuff, though. Still another one. Oh, there's still many boys left. Not just another one. I've lost half my body armor in that one little round. Can I shoot you? No, you seem fine, actually. You're not wearing the evil phase that marks you out as an enemy of mine. I'm so hurt. This is a little bit more difficult than I was expecting, considering this is basically the first level still. Do a little creep around the corner.
I wouldn't give you a rotten fig for that.
Are you insulting my monkey?
Something about a monkey. Oh, the monkey's still there. Good. It's letting me aim at the monkey, by the way. I would never kill the monkey. I find the controls for zooming in and out a little annoying. How it works, if you don't know, if you haven't played this particular version, or maybe this was the original version, if I move the mouse wheel forward, it zooms in. That seems normal. If I move it back, it does nothing. I have to press the X key to zoom back out. Let's fix that. Oh, now that's smooth. Look at that. Now sometimes it doesn't take. Sometimes it takes 3 or 4 notches forward on the mouse button to move it. That's fine. Hello, friends. And monkey. Monkey's a friend too. Hello, friends. I don't know if I've ever seen a monkey up close. Probably at a zoo or something. Although I don't know if that counts. I've never been to a place that had wild endemic monkeys. Like those temples you see sometimes that have monkeys that mug you. Ooh. Not to sound like a confused owl, but where was that from? Not the greatest situational awareness going on. This is, broadly speaking, meant to be a first impression series that I do on this channel, so you're probably interested in my first impressions so far. I don't think I've had a smile leave my face in half an hour. I'm really enjoying this. This is great. It's just so satisfying. Like, the controls, despite their iffiness sometimes, they've got a very fluid, responsive, slick feeling. It's very similar to your Deus Exes and your Half-Life 1s. You know what it feels very similar to, actually? It feels very similar to Cruelty Squad, a game I streamed very, very recently. Has a similar vibe to it, except less unpleasant to look at. n.o.l.f was critically acclaimed. It was immediately named one of the best shooters and compared favourably to 1998's Half-Life. It's got a 91 out of 100 on Metacritic, an 88 on Game Rankings, and won multiple Game of the Year awards. The PS2 version fared significantly worse. It lacks a quick save function and has no multiplayer modes. This was apparently enough to tank at an average of 40% from almost every publication. IGN called it a mix of Thief, Half-Life and Unreal. It's stylish, it's smart, it's witty, it's campy, and it's a whole lot of fun. They also quoted Austin Powers a couple of times, which I will not stoop to. Eurogamer called it an adventure and a half and well worth investigating if you're sick of world-threatening plots and Quake engine oddities. Really, the only negative take I could find was from Computer and Video Games, with reviewer Les Ellis claiming that it wants to be Deus Ex real bad, despite the games coming out only a few months apart, and complaining that the game uses real weapons instead of awesome butt kickers we know and love from other games. It then compares it unfavourably to Thief 2, a game which primarily uses a club and a bow as weapons. It's an odd review. Anyway, it did well and spawned a beloved sequel and a less than beloved spin-off. Friends? Friends? What's my mission objective and how do I check it, by the way? Hang on. M, J, I does that. H. Oh, that's holster. Good stuff. Let's check the controls again. Status is tab. Might be tab. Sort of. That gives something. That gives some stats. Oh, hello. At least they're not going for the civilians anymore. Oh, I'm on such low health. Look at that. I wasn't even paying attention. Really should be. You'll also notice I didn't use the scope there. That's because the button didn't respond. It feels like the more I press, the less likely things are going to respond. Currently, I'm holding down 3 buttons. In order to move slightly slower forward and crouch at the same time, I have to hold down several buttons. There's no toggles. Oh, I'm running out of ammo in this as well. Let's do a cheeky little quick save, shall we? Can I get some body armor soon? Oh, I'd kill for some body armor. I am killing for body armor. That's my job. Friends? Oh, body armor! Oh! I sound like them when I'm frightened, apparently. Oh, Christ, no! Don't! Where'd you come from? Well, easy come, easy go. Groove, yeah, king size. I've never held a packet of cigarettes, so who knows? It has come to our attention that Unity is developing an airborne sleeping agent, attempting to obtain sample as it may help with your insomnia. Oh, I've just remembered I have sleeping tablets. I've been having trouble sleeping recently. And I've only just remembered that in my cupboard there is some sleeping tablets. Now they are the lowest grade of the low. Well, that's very pretty. I have melatonin? I always want to say melanin, but that's not the same thing. I don't even know if they really work or if it's a placebo thing. But some people swear by them. Now this is where the sniper comes in handy, which is useful because we only have a few shots left in it. Balls? Yeah, that works. Okay. Much like Sniper Elite, the tradition of shooting people in the balls lives on. This feels like a game, and I know it does have a multiplayer mode. This feels like a game that would have a thriving multiplayer deathmatch vibe to it. I could see people, you know, camping up here, and then people going, why are you camping? All the music's faded out, now it's very eerie. Yoink. Oh, am I full on ammo? Or do you just not want to give up your gun? I've heard that when you die, you sort of clench. That might be just a rictus thing. I only recently learned that rigor mortis doesn't last that long. You tend to go floppy again fairly quickly. Which makes sense. You rarely see bodies just kind of stiff as a board. Whenever I've seen a body, it looks like you can kind of ply it around. Am I meant to go in there? I thought I might be meant to go out into that car, but I might be supposed to go through the sewers. Games love sewers. If they can make you go through the sewers, they will. Hi. I like your glasses. I think those 60s glasses are actually pretty good. See what this thug knows about Volkov. I mean, you don't even know he's involved. Ask him, sure. Oh my. Is this going to be torture or sexy torture? Because this game has a light-hearted tone.
Good afternoon.
You're wasting your time. I won't talk. I have been trained to...
We'll see about that.
Do your worst.
Torture him. No, ask nicely. I also liked that Monolith Productions is written on the corkboard back there. Corkboard? Blackboard? Whatever this is. I never used one. They had really graduated entirely to whiteboards when I was in school. And now they don't even use those. They've got those newfangled technological touchboards. And the Chromebooks.
Where can I...
Nice try, but I'll tell you now.
You look a little bit like Hank Azaria to me. Where can I find Volkov? I don't really want to torture him.
I'll ask again. Where can I...
And I'll say again, nice try, but I'll...
Alright, I'll give you one more chance before I take out the nipple pliers.
I'll ask you one last time. Where can I...
What kind of two-dimensional halfwit do you take me for? You think I'll tell you something just because you asked me 3 times? I have a master's degree.
You don't even know where he is, do you?
Yes, I do.
What was I thinking? Why would Dmitri Volkov tell a...
Dmitri and I are very close. And I don't appreciate being called a lackey. I work very hard. It's not easy being a criminal.
Goodbye.
Wait, don't go. I don't know where Volkov is, but...
It should only
right,
take about
fine,
15
good stuff.
minutes
We
to
get the gist.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Excuse me? Not on your life, you scoundrel. I'm an American citizen. I don't understand what you're talking... This is unbearable. Pull over this instant.
This is how I voice Americans. I appreciate it.
I thought this was supposed to be a civil...
No notes.
No sign of her. Are you sure?
She'll be here. If she gets away, I will kill any man she leaves explicitly.
Now we're here. We're in this area now. I don't know where this area is, but somewhere where Volkov is. But that's where I'm going to end, because I think that's a good enough show off of the game. And honestly, I think this game is good enough that I would encourage everybody to play it and not spoil themselves. This is really fun, especially if you can get the voices working, which I have been unable to do thus far. There's a PlayStation 2 version of this, which seems like it would be really annoying to play with the controls, but that probably is a lot easier to get running. It also doesn't have multiplayer or quick save, but you know, might be an option for you. I have not stopped smiling the entire time I've been playing this. Even with the truncated dialogue, I've been laughing. I think it's very charming. I think the acting is actually quite good compared to some other games from this era. Oh, virtually all of them are very bad. This is a very fun time, and it plays really well, and I'm baffled it hasn't been re-released on something. Warner Brothers are a bad company who should not exist. In every aspect of media, they ruin everything. More of a fool than average. The responsiveness is something I really miss from modern games. Like I said, this feels like Cruelty Squad, which is a throwback to 90s and 2000s games like this. I love the snappiness, the responsiveness, the fact that I can just go whip, 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 and it just tracks. It's great. In a modern first-person shooter, everything feels so weighty and heavy, and I know it's going for realism, but it means that I don't think it's as fun. Like, I'm loving a game called Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 right now, but that's a first-person game where everything feels like it's heavy. Like, in order to jump over this, you have to go like, and slam down the other side. And it works for that game, it does. It's a stylistic choice and it works. But it's fun to go back to something that appreciated just having good, fast-paced reflexes. Yeah, go play this. I will link the website that I got this from. You will probably have more luck on your machines than I did. It seems like a fairly foolproof thing. I'm just more of a fool than average. It's a fun time, even if I'm not very good at it. I will probably play this to completion, which is as high a recommendation as I can give to a game on this show. That happens very infrequently. If you did enjoy this, thank you for watching. There's more on the channel that you can go watch, and I'd encourage you to do so. If anything catches your eye, you can also subscribe, you can comment, you can like. These all help immensely. You can even become a member of the channel. I'm planning on doing a couple of tutorial videos on how I actually produce these videos. They'll be members only, and it's only €1, so if you really like me, consider dropping that. I also stream on Twitch, where you can see me play games a bit like this, and some other games I've mentioned throughout the video, probably in an annoying way. I stream 3 to 4 times a week, depending on when I have the time. Can I get into this car? No. Look at those light beams. Oh, the past. I love it. Regardless of what you do, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. An unknown assassin is killing off Unity's elite operatives. I went too far. I couldn't maintain this.